Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Yes, we're all smiles this morning. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. And why am I wearing this shirt again so soon? Because one of our neurodiverse brothers won. And a victory for one of us is a victory for all of us. So, this morning, before we get started with the usual disclaimers, a cheers for my lots of tea to all the autistic and ADHD murder hornets all around the world this morning. Cheers. But folks, there is still a great amount of work to do. So without further ado, we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but first the disclaimers. Now, folks, you will see in the description box a few links, one of those being the article over which JRC is threatening a defamation lawsuit written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. We also have their public statement in regards to the threat of that defamation lawsuit. And down at the bottom, we do have the link to their GoFundMe because we are crowdfunding them in case JRC decides to actually see through their threat. If you've got $1 or anything that you can spare, please go ahead and click on that link. We also have the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory Change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Folks, when we talk about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of peoples with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Also, it is 4:48 a.m. in the morning. If you've guessed it, yes, I am not coherent yet. So, if I stumble over my words this morning, apologies, in advance, okay? Okay, we good? Fantastic. We're going to where we left off yesterday. This June report misleads the reader by characterizing the 13 clinicians at JRC as having some doctoral level training. Ooh, I love the salt, New York. I love the salt first thing in the morning. Even a cursory inspection will show that 13, not 12, as the June report mistakenly says, out of 16 clinicians who were in the department at the time of the NYSED visits have doctorates in psychology, not just some doctoral level training in psychology, as the June report misleadingly states. Again, I'll state what I said from yesterday. You realize how that makes this worse, yes? That in spite of quote unquote all the degrees you need to, actually do your job, you still have the highest incidence of abuse of any center in the United States, probably even the world, right? You understand how that's worse? Like, seriously. 2 of those doctoral level clinicians have board certification in behavior analysis. Why am I getting Dr. Hughes flashbacks? Being board certified does not mean that you are actually doing things in the correct manner. Okay? Having a board certification doesn't make you right. But, go ahead and appeal to authority, JRC. And one has been teaching applied behavioral psychology at university level for over 30 years. Again, you see how that makes this worse, right? 6 of the doctoral level clinicians are license eligible and either accruing their post-due doc hours of studying for the EPPP. Again, JRC, this is not the flex that you think it is, telling me that somebody got the degrees that they need in order to do their job. and then they still spectacularly fail at their job every single day and do nothing to protect their patients, still makes this worse. It's not the flex you think it is. Moving on. The purpose of Quality Assurance QA Department is to monitor the integrity of the treatment broadly, but not monitor the integrity of the student-specific behavior plans. This is another false statement, that the department was designed primarily to check on the integrity of staff conducting programs as written. If staffs are indeed conducting programs as written, then the student-specific treatment plans are being carried out correctly. That doesn't make your treatment plan correct. I swear to God, this is the JRC. This is the JRC, and this is the point. Whoosh. We have no doubt that they are carrying out your quote-unquote torture plans correctly. That doesn't make those plans correct. Improper doesn't even begin to describe what your behavioral program is. It is inhumane and cruel beyond all reason, and I'm supposed to feel better because they're being carried out correctly? You realize we're attacking the whole system you've got set up there, right? We're not just talking about the validity of your degrees, JRC. We're questioning the integrity of your whole fucking program. Do you not understand this? Your appeal to authority falls on deaf ears when the program that you are so adamantly defending has been declared torture by the Special Rapporteur on Torture from the UN. Good God. JRC's quality control staff did not record data on student engagement in productive activities and the number of learning opportunities provided by staff. This quality control function, recording data on the student behavior, is performed on a daily basis by JRC teachers and direct care staff, at least weekly basis by JRC clinicians and administrators. Recording behavior data is primary function of JRC's quality control staff. Although the quality control staff are trained to immediately respond when teachers and direct care staff are not properly and sufficiently providing students with program productive activities and learning opportunities. The data collection on student behaviors and activities is done by direct care staff. The NYSED reviewers would have learned all this information had they not refused all of JRC's requests to provide it to them. You mean provide them your bullshit? Are you going to sit there and continue to try and tell me that stacking popsicle sticks is productive activity? Are we really, really wanting to go there, JRC? Because I'm just fucking itching for you to start a fight. Stacking popsicle sticks is not a meaningful activity, and in no way, under no circumstances, prepares your students for the real world outside your hellhole. Okay? What does that teach them? Nothing. It's meaningless busy work. It's stupid beyond all possible reason. That is not meaningful. It's pointless. Okay? And we're going to close out on that note. JRC seems to think that, by appealing to authority and touting their board certifications, sounds like Dr. Hughes, doesn't it? And touting that they fill out all their paperwork properly, somehow makes them better and somehow null and voids the New York report. It doesn't. Because this is the point, and it's going over their heads. They are not understanding. We are attacking the whole goddamn system. The whole treatment program they've got set up there, we're attacking the whole thing. We don't give a shit if they're good at paperwork. We don't care if these people are board certified. We care about the fact that you are using those degrees in order to torture people. But it goes completely over their heads. Their appeal to authority does nothing. The fact that they know how to fill out their paperwork real good does nothing. It is not actually addressing the issues. Like it said in another case that's just wrapped up yesterday, this is a bunch of flowery language that actually holds nothing. It is not actually answering any of the critiques in regards to their behavioral program or any of the critiques that the New York report rightfully brings up. And yet they continue to get away with it. Now, on that note, folks, we're going to close out this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. Johnny got his victory. AH lost. JRC, you're next. I do appreciate everyone's time this morning. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.